So Belgian Psychologistic Federation, I will give you a quick overview of the federation, what we do. I will not dive into survey result because we are going to release that a bit later this year. So I give that for later. So I will just go very quick on this, but because I think you all know this, but there are very good reasons why psychologistics should be used to deliver on the last mile in cities for efficiency reasons. Studies have proved that it's more efficient for the sustainability, which is not only from an environment standpoint, but also economical and social. And then, of course, because it's complementary, there is a synergy with the world of transport. We better do psychologistics on the last mile compared to a van or a truck, considering the restrictions which are growing across cities. The potential is big. 33% of all professional deliveries for goods and services altogether can be done with cargo bikes. Probably today we are in Belgium like 1%, maybe a bit more. So we've still a long way to go. And that's why the federation exists in Belgium, is to lobby in the good way to develop that sector. This is the psychologistic landscape in Belgium. So we map here all the organizations who are delivering goods for third parties with cargo bike and all kind of carrier cycles. On one hand, you have the psychologistics carrier, so they do only deliveries with carrier cycles. And in the square there on the left side, you have companies who are mixed carriers, so they basically have vans, but also develop deliveries with cargo bikes. And we have what we call facilitators. These are companies who outsource to psychologistics companies the delivery of goods. So they don't have their own fleet, but they outsource it. My observation is that in Belgium, there is still a way to go because I observed that in Germany and in France, large transporter have developed much further than what they do in Belgium. So we basically want to encourage them to develop the sector further in Belgium, and we are very busy with this. Yeah, the quick word on the federation. So we are a non-profit organization. Our members are organizations doing deliveries with carrier cycles. Our vision is, of course, that we have psychologistics at the heart of urban logistics. What does it mean? That everything that could be done with carrier cycle should be done with carrier cycle. Of course, it's not a one-stop solution. You need there are certain goods that cannot be transported with a cargo bike. So in that case, other vehicles should be used. But for all what can be done, it should be done. And our mission is, of course, to represent that sector and to grow it. So I will not dive into the values. And our mission is based on three pillars. So at the basis, we want to inform with the expertise. We conduct studies. I will speak about that. Then we do the representation on Belgian level, but as you can see, we are connected on European level, and we really want to develop the sector further. And we really want to develop the sector further across Europe, together with our colleagues. And then we have the networking, the link that we do within our federation, but also outside our federation. Without going into the details, we published this last year. We identify all the challenges that psychologistics is confronted to, and we categorize them. There are cultural aspects, which is be aware of that's a solution, a real solution. There is the economical aspect, and I really like what's happening in France that helps economically the development of the sector. Then you have the infrastructure side. Of course, we need cycling infrastructure, but not only that. Psychologistics needs urban hub, well located, close to the center, to be able to operate. Of course, the policy making is important, like low emission zones, mobility plans are measures that encourage the development of cyclologistics because it makes delivery by vans more difficult. We have also the human resource, of course. So we want to develop a real sector with professionals getting jobs in that sector. And then with the materials, so the vehicle, the carrier cycle, etc. So of course we promote all sorts of innovation that will help growing the market. So we believe that the development of the sector is not a one solution. It's a conjunction of all those things, all those forces that will help developing the sector. I want to inform you that in terms of informing the sector and outside the sector to convince others to step in, we are conducting these three main things this year. So on one hand, we are conducting a study on efficiency of cyclologistics. It's a little bit connected to what Romain explained already on data, but we've equipped a number of organizations with GPS trackers to measure exactly what is happening running operations, and we have a fine-grained analysis of those data to express the efficiency compared to vans. So this is a study which is coming to a conclusion end of this month, and that will be presented. Then we have our yearly barometer, like Tom explained in Germany. We publish a yearly state of the sector, how it is going, what is the trends, and what are our recommendations. This study is ongoing and will be presented at our national event, which is happening 26th of November in Brussels. And then we have another project that is going to start now, which is about the equipment, the material. So we look into what are the most suitable equipment to develop the sector in the future. This is a project that we are running with a number of operators in Belgium and some innovation center and universities. In terms of representation and link, something interesting is that we are currently running a communication campaign about cyclologistics. Why do we do that? You remember on the enablers, one of the things is the cultural thing. Need to make people aware that that's a real solution for professional. But we need also to inform users, customers, that they better get things delivered with a cargo bike. So that's the purpose of this campaign. I will run a small movie after this slide that will show you what is currently running. And then we have I mentioned our national event, which is happening on 26th of November. Our slogan is Route 33. So the 33 comes from the potential, the 33% of deliveries that can be done in cities with cargo bags. So we call our event the Route 33. And so this is about our communication campaign, and I will play for you now the little movie.
This cargo bike goes faster than anyone else in heavy traffic. It's delivering an iPhone. Did you know the world's entire annual production of iPhones fits on a single boat with only 24 people, whereas home delivery requires 50,000 couriers. And that's why cyclologistics, i.e. delivery by bicycle, needs to be taken very seriously. Today, 50% of the population lives in cities. Research shows that in urban areas, 33% of all professional delivery trips could be done by cargo bikes. Cycling logistics is moving faster than any other means of delivery by taking shorter routes. It makes twice as many deliveries per hour, emitting over its life cycle 40 times less CO2 emissions than a thermic van and 20 times less than an electric van. Yes! And it carries far more goods than iPhones, whatever the weather, while creating new and fair jobs. So, do you also want to follow this cargo bike that goes faster than anyone else, as a citizen or as a professional? Join the movement to put cargo bikes at the heart of urban logistics. Sign the declaration issued by the Belgian Cyclologistics Federation and share this video. Cyclologistics Federation and share this video.
You've seen that the purpose of this movie is to collect signature to a declaration. And so we try to collect a big support, a large support that will reinforce our mission towards policymakers. So you have the possibility yourself to sign it. And here we go. So if you scan this QR code, you will be linked directly to the page where you can sign as well the declaration. We've crossed 800 signatures, and we started 2 weeks ago. And our target is to cross 1,000, of course. When you fill it in, you will receive an email. Please check even in your spam if the email is there to confirm. Otherwise, otherwise your signature will not be counted. Thank you very much for your support.